This week we're going to talk about triangles, show a bunch of setups, and then we'll talk some details on finishing the triangle. Or maybe reverse that, and first we'll talk about finishing the triangle and then show a bunch of setups. That seems to make more sense. So I'll show the most basic setup and how I like finishing it and the details I like to get for this finish. So the most basic setup is if I can get Russell broken down into my guard a bit and control him here, I'm gonna push one hand in, past him. I can either pull and push here, or I can just keep this collar while I push his hand down. And now this hand, or this leg, can come up over the shoulder. My foot's gonna go to the hip and turn me sideways. What I want, ideally, is my knee above Russell's ear, so it's hard for him to posture up. And I want my calf on the back of his neck. I don't want it across his shoulders where he can sit up. So I want it across the back of his neck. I can grab my shin here to lock that in place. I can keep a hold of his belt to keep me this direction so he can't straighten us out. And then when my other foot comes over, I don't want to go onto my toes. This is a great way to ankle lock myself if Russell postures up really strongly. So I want to bring my knee in close to his head and then come over the top of my shin. From here to get this finish, you see a lot of pushing away, and that relieves pressure. You can see the color coming back into Russell's face. What I want to do is pull my knees in tight to my chest, and then that finishes the choke.
Yes, it does.
So again, one more time, just simple things here. If we're pulling and breaking this posture down, and my foot's on the hip already, now I push this wrist in, jump over the top, my knees nice and high over his neck. The belt or the leg pulls me to the side. I'm already squeezing this knee inward, and even without locking it up, I should be able to finish this choke, but it's nice to get this lock. My feet are pointed toward, my toes are pointed to the sky, my knees going in towards his ear, and we finish the choke. Those are the details in the finish. Now, how do we get it? So there's that first one, little push and pull action. There's also, if I have Russell broken down and I'm trying to push this in and he knows what I want, he's gonna try and push away from me. So I put that hand on the mat and I can come right out. Oh, I missed the sleeve, but so same thing though, I got one arm in, one arm out. So one more time, I'm here, I've got this arm trapped with my thigh, and as I'm pushing this one in, I drive that out. We come over and we're into the same position, right? From here, we can also be playing some kind of spider guard where I have grips on his sleeves and feet in his biceps. It's a great way to control him from being able to get a hold of my pant legs, anything like that. And now one leg's gonna push under, one leg's gonna push over. So as he's pushing back down on me, he drops right into a triangle and we can get the finish there. So from butterfly, if I'm here and open, if I have a good wrist control and I'm trying for my butterfly sweep here and I plant his hand on the mat, it's pretty easy to just pull my foot on the hip and drive over the top, and we're back into the triangle position, right? So again, I'm in the butterfly, maybe I'm trying for the butterfly sweep here, foot goes on the hip, I drive through the top. There's always this arm to attack out here too if he hides it. So sometimes if I'm going for this arm bar and Russell starts pulling this arm out, I just follow him with my knee and come off to the other direction, and we're right into a triangle right here. Similarly, if I was going for this omoplata and Russell starts posturing up to come back towards me, we can jump through and find that triangle right there. So they're both right off of each other. Perhaps one of my favorite from closed guard is if Russell's burying himself into my guard, if I can get this hand across a little bit and get my hips behind it, I can gift wrap him. With the gift wrap, I can push down this other arm and start making my way out into a triangle from a bottom gift wrap. So if I get one hook in, and he's hard to knock over still, but I can get a hand between his shoulder and his ear and grab my own ankle here, and if my foot can come out of that hole, it's pretty easy to pull him into this triangle now. So we're here, I hide Russell's hand, and I trap this arm. Now I like to be able to pull this leg through, and it's coming right over, arm in, arm out. And now we can lock up. Now the triangle finish is kind of hard. There's things I can do to switch my hips and get that lock, but having him stuck here is a wonderful thing. I can pull on this elbow and we can just submit the shoulder there. I can start looking for collars while we're stuck here. I can move into Kimuras and Americanas from here. So it's all available to me just by getting this lock off of the back. That's a lot of information. It's like a highlight reel of how to get triangles. What I want is to just spend a lot of time in the triangle position this week. So there's a million ways to get there. And we'll also talk about some defense, but you'll have to come to class for that. I think that's it.
Sweet.
Got anything to add?
No.
Yeah, just
That's funny.
cover it.